You are ready. Ready to embark on an epic journey of peace, of tranquility and wonder. You can relax here, and you can fall asleep. Now hold your breath in and count from 1 to 4 in your mind. And exhale as if you're releasing all the negative energy embodied within you. And close your eyes and focus on just yourself. This is your story. This is your time to relax. This is your time to let go of everything that's been bothering you. In your mind, open your eyes. You're waking up to the peaceful sound of a train on which you've been traveling all night. Your sleep was as peaceful as it could be, and you did not wake up for anything. There was a sense of safety throughout the night, and for the moment, you linger in that. A wonderful and peaceful state. Your cabin is warm with sunlight, and when you get up and open the blinds, you can see that the train has left the gigantic mountains and beautiful forests behind. It is now traveling through a lush, hilly, green area. The sight is magical, and it gives you immense pleasure. So you get up and put on your best clothes. And after getting ready, you make your way to the dining cabin of the train. You notice that there are just a few people in the cabin, as the train is not very occupied. The chinks of crockery and cutlery mingle with soft conversations among people. Everyone looks at you with a pleasant smile, and you can't help but smile back. As you order your breakfast and sit down close to the window, you enjoy the passing scenery. The hills are covered in lush greenery and covered in colorful flowers. Red, orange, yellow, and blue ones stand out the most. There is a waterfall that streams down from above, foaming white. A river nearby shines in the dancing light of the sun. The windows are open a little, allowing the air to drift in. It feels very rich and warm, and gives you a comforting feeling. The track curves now, and you see a glimmering ocean in the distance, and turquoise blue turning dark on the horizon. This indicates your stop for today on a journey filled with tranquility and with bliss. So you go back into your room to get ready. The train slows and comes to its smooth, hissing hold. You get off the train and notice that the station is very small. There is a little cafe and flower shop nearby. A small path leads down under the trees towards the beach. The fellow passengers step off the train with you and rush towards the path in joy and delight. And you cannot resist but join them. So as you make your way towards the beach, you look back and catch a glimpse of the train. There is a huge sign on the train, "Tracks to Heaven," which indicates the name of this gigantic beauty. The staff did promise you that this train will take you to all the places that you have ever dreamed of, and they seem to be living up to that promise. Now, the beach on arrival seems to be a private one. There are hammocks strung under trees. Chairs are set out with ice buckets containing fresh juices. And about a quarter of a mile away, the cliffs plunge down into the surf. The bay curves a half-moon shape of pristine sand away to the north. There is the sound of waves and a breeze in the palm trees. Everything seems to be so soothing, making you forget all your worries. The fellow passengers from the train wander away to find a spot to sit or to go down to the sea for a swim. You walk along the beach until you find your perfect place. A recliner and table are placed under tall palm trees, and beside it is a rustic table with its ice bucket and juices. A shower has been set up nearby, with towels and beach water waiting. Now, even though it wasn't specified on the itinerary, you infer that the beach is indeed private and only welcomes a small number of tourists. Those who come here are treated as very special guests, So you take off your shoes and sit down. Before you, the beach sweeps gently down to the sea. The only clouds in the sky rest far on the horizon. They appear as white flowers that seem to not move at all, and seem to look like a mountain range at the end of the world. You pour yourself a cold drink and recline the chair back a little, and stretching your legs and feet, the warmth of the air sinks into you, and the light breeze smells warm and fragrant. You can only see a few people now, and they seem far off down the beach. You feel that you might be alone in this paradise. You take a long sip. You put the glass back on the table, and you relax, watching the sea. It's a timeless moment. You listen to the wind in the palms. Sounds fade out for a moment as you doze off, and then fade back in. You come back to yourself, realizing that you have been in such a relaxed and dreamlike state that some time has passed. The sun is now higher in the sky than before, so you stretch and decide to walk down to the water. The sand is like fine sugar under your feet until it becomes harder, where the first waves roll and froth and withdraw back again. The water is as warm as a bath, shimmering around your ankles as clear as ever. Further away, 2 people are swimming. A few others are paddle boarding and surfing. You were told on the train that it is a very safe area, and it does seem that way. So you wade out until the buoyancy of the water allows you to naturally float and swim gently, almost lazily. A few shells scatter the bottom, but there are no rocks. It is just white sand and the beautifully clear water. So you stand and you walk into the shallower water. There is a breeze off the sea, but it is warm, and you feel only refreshed and relaxed. As you walk back to your spot, you use the shower to clean off the salt and sand. You put on the waiting beach wear and sit down again. A moment later, someone dressed like a waiter approaches you. He smiles at you and hands you over a menu, saying the food will be brought to you soon. You look down the list, realizing that you are hungry from the swim and the fresh sea air. You browse the menu. There is a whole list of food items you like, and you are confused on what to order. But this confusion has its own sense of comfort and anticipation. So you order your most favorite meal. And when the meal comes, every bite is delicious, and you feel you are in heaven. This whole time has allowed you to be yourself completely. You don't have to do anything or stress over any situation. All you have done, and continue to do so, is to relax. Enjoy the moment. The day is beautiful and blissful. The time seems to stand still here. There is nowhere you need to be. There is nothing you need to do. You take a walk along the beach, seeing a small beach bar that blends so well into the foliage that it looks almost natural. One or two of your passengers are enjoying cold and colorful drinks, and they wave to you in a friendly manner. So you wave back to them and greet them with the biggest smile on your face. You come to the foot of the cliffs, and you sit down with your back against the warm stone. Relaxation sinks through you like the eternal sound of the waves and wind. You feel as if both your body and soul are nourished. And after a while, you're not sure how long, you hear the sound of the train tooting, indicating you to return. So you get up and slowly walk back along the beach. The sun is lower now, spangling the ocean gold. The day seems to have passed in a timeless moment of peace, every moment melting into the next. The other passengers are also returning to the train, looking well rested and flushed by the sun. They step on, going into their own rooms, and you return back to your own. The room seems to have been cleaned during the day. The bedding, fresh, crisp, and clean. The train begins to move, and for a while, you look out of the window to see the magical beach, a heavenly bliss. As the train pulls out of the little station, you see the beach, you see the ocean and the waving palm trees. And in a flash, they are gone. And now the train is running through a green valley, fringed with mountains and waterfalls. You make yourself ready for bed, and you climb into the fresh sheets. The relaxation and calmness during the day is still within your muscles, within your bones. So you close your eyes, drifting to sleep. As the train moves throughout the night, on its way to another destination, you can't help but feel assured that whenever things overwhelm you, when you feel stressed out, you can always come back to this magical beach via this train, guiding you to heavenly places. Everything about this day is pure. You feel safe. You feel calm. You feel at peace. And now, your body and mind are becoming heavy as you get more cozy in the crisp sheets. Your thoughts about the majestic beach start to fade, and slowly you're heading towards calmness and quietness. Slowly and slowly, you are drifting in peace and comfort. Slowly and slowly, you're drifting to your own heaven of bliss and tranquility.